Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Love is Strange. So, we're meeting, Victoria in our second home, our home away from home, our third home, because I guess Blackwell Academy would be your second home. Maybe first home, who knows? I don't know where Max feels the most comfortable. She says she feels totally at ease in this environment. Usually I feel totally at ease in this environment. Told you. In the middle of the frantic breakfast rush at Two Wells, complete with an atmosphere so loud and varied, it makes it hard to nod off. Well, that's good, because you don't want to nod off, because you got important work to do. You gotta get ready for your photo. The diner is alight with a manner of different faces. Hungry truckers tapping their feet and banging their large fist against the counter. Is this the same? I think it is. I think it is. Sleepy locals engage in quiet conversation over steaming coffee mugs. Families dabbing at the faces of their children, and their faces as well, I'm sure. And the already overworked staff bumbling about with a speed and accuracy I sure wouldn't be able to accomplish without falling over. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. It seems way too loud for it to be that time. But that's the beauty of the morning rush, I guess. Well, to be more accurate, it's only 9:58. So is Victoria going to be right on time? I woke up this morning to a text from Victoria demanding to meet up at 10 a.m. or never. Checking my phone to make sure that I have the right time, I drum my fingers against the table and to burn off excess energy from my nerves. I just had peanut butter for breakfast, so like my tongue is like not all... Usually you do like the tongue exercises before you go to speak all the time, and my tongue is not warmed up usually. So if you guys are like, oh, his words are twisting, I did a lot of that. I was playing a co-op thing, multiplayer thing yesterday, and I was reading like simple things, and my tongue was like not cooperating, so like I was, mispronouncing like everything, and then I had to read it like 4 times, so then it's just, I'm a mess of a human, so forgive me. Love me anyway. Love me because of it, not in spite of it. If I were to meet up with Chloe, I wouldn't be nervous at all, because Chloe is always late for everything. Well, maybe a little nervous that she'd leave me waiting for way too long, like days and days. I can't help the little smirk that overcomes my lips at the thought, because I know for a fact that she definitely would. She always tells me I'd better not be late, but she always is, and that's true. It's fine though. I guess I've learned to deal with the wonky schedule of one Chloe Price. That's what you get when you pledge your loyalty to the captain. There's no room for me to be that upset. Okay. Being first mate isn't all it's cut out to be. That was a weird... I guess they had, their backyard pirate thing? What was that? What that was? I don't really remember. It's been a while since I played Life is Strange. I'm hoping that I will have, some reasons to go back to it eventually. I've already told you about all that. Anyway, we're moving on. Yeah. What's up with that look on your face? You're exactly on time, I guess. I jump in my seat at a sudden voice. The smile dissolves quickly off my... The look on your face was a smile? Okay, well, she has no idea what that is. Dissolve quickly. It's because she was excited to be with you. I'll quickly off my face. Victoria Chase is standing over my table, arms crossed and expression sour. I must have been so deep in thought that I didn't even notice her come in. So much for preparing myself to deal with this. I look down at my phone to check the time. 10 a.m. Yeah, she's very punctual. I don't know why I'm surprised. Of course she'd be punctual as possible. When I pull my gaze off my phone, I realize that she's still made no effort to sit down. I can't help myself from thinking that she's probably trying to use that as some leverage over me. Only lazy people sit at diners. What could she possibly say? As if she doesn't have enough control over all Blackwell. God, are you deaf or something? I asked you a question. That sparks some annoyance in the back of my mind, and I hurry to respond. Great. Thinking of something. None of your business. Okay, well, we kind of have... I think we have to stand our ground with Victoria. I think that's the best thing to do. I think the best thing to do is to not kiss her ass, to stand our ground, right? Because that's like your first interaction with her, is you're like, "Urgh," and she's like, yay, I guess? Well, also, the Kate story, you stand your ground with her a little bit, and she's like, oh. So, let's try that. Let's try that. I crossed my arms, looking up at her. Wouldn't you like to know, Victoria? For a second, I swear I could see her eyes widen. Well, we're living that second. And narrow again, and she looks miles more irritated than before. Yay! It's gonna be like a rivalry romance, I suspect. Or she's gonna like eventually, I don't know. She's our bitchy girlfriend. Like there's no other way to put it. Like that's what's happening. I can tell this is going great already, and I resist the urge to do a major facepalm. Just so I can mentally prepare myself to deal with a freak like you. The words actually do sting a little. I sink back against my seat slightly, hoping she won't notice. The edge of her lip quirk up anyway, so I guess she must have. That just makes this whole situation worse. Well, you got one, she got one, you made her eyes widen, she made you frown. It's alright, it's okay. It's one for one. We'll get back, we'll get revenge. Cut it out, Victoria. You're the one who showed up anyway. I roll my eyes and Victoria snorts immediately after. Luckily, she doesn't counter with anything else. I really don't think it's a good sign for our project if we start arguing this early on. It's because you both have so much passion. That's what passionate couples are like. They're always bickering. But it's not a bad thing. It just means that they have more to talk about, right? That's probably too much to ask for, considering who I'm working with. Whatever. Let's not waste any more time. Does that mean you're going to sit down? Hopefully! Victoria's eyebrows twitch at my assertion, and I can't stop myself from smiling smugly. I half expect her to say something. Instead, she does all she does. It's usually me. Instead, all she does is huff and tuck a lock of her hair behind her ear, sliding effortlessly into the seat. She doesn't own that seat. It's too early to deal with you, Caulfield. That's not nice. Too early. It's already 10 in the morning. I raise an eyebrow at her. Even Chloe would have called me out earlier than this. Victoria shoots me a look and averts her gaze to one of the many waitresses passing by, as if that'll make them show up any faster. Some people actually need their beauty sleep. Yeah, you really do. I always wake up radiant, but you really do. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. With how you look, That was weak. That was weak, lady. That was... No, there was no ouch. That was weak. Ouch. She's on a roll today. I crossed my arms watching her warily. Seriously? If you're going to come up here just to insult me, why did you even agree to work with me? Victoria pauses, and then pinches the bridge of her nose. Don't flatter yourself. Before Victoria can finish her response, a waitress finally shows up to take our order. Victoria, of course, wastes no time. Coffee, black. That's how I like my coffee. She shoots me a look as if I'm the reason she's getting something so strong. I stand my ground, staring right back into the blackness of her soul. For maybe a little too long, because Victoria clears her throat and gestures to the waitress. We don't have all fucking day. It's too early for that! Relax, Victoria, Caulfield. It's too early for that. Chill the hell out. Oh my god. Oh my god, lady. My ears burn and I avert my gaze. Just coffee with bacon and eggs. Don't you usually get waffles? Isn't that usually her thing? And Chloe gets bacon and... I don't remember. Whatever. Once the waitress pins down our order and speeds away, the atmosphere feels just as tense as before. Victoria is extremely quiet, and I can't find the words to say. It always feels like talking to Victoria is like trying to avoid stepping on landmines. Apparently, like she just dropped the F-bomb on you for no reason. It almost makes me regret my decision a little, but I quickly dash that thought from my mind. I know why I picked Victoria to help me. I've seen her work before, and for someone so sour, she has a ton of talent. I guess I've always wondered why someone so talented has to be such a jerk. She has everything. For some reason, like, it was occurring to me while I was reading that I wonder if it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, kind of thing, and she's supposed to be the domineering one. If I already screwed up, if I should just play it that way, or if I should continue to be a bitch right back. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, because hopefully I haven't screwed it up completely yet. She has everything, so what does she get from teasing everyone down? Tearing everyone down? I peek at her again, and catch her looking out the window instead of at me. There's this little furrow in her brow, as if she's thinking about something. It's probably something about me. I'm laughing because I wanted to rhyme all of those words. Maybe she's questioning her decision just as much as I am. Hey, Victoria. Victoria turns her head to look at me, brows still furrowed. As she opens her mouth to respond, our waitress comes by and drops off our drinks. Whatever she was going to say is swallowed up by her taking a hold of her coffee and taking a sip. I almost want to wince, imagining how bitter that was. So, our project. Right. Do you have any ideas? What do you have in mind? Are those both the exact same question? Do you have any ideas? What do you have in mind? Alright, okay. We're gonna say, what do you have in mind? Because I feel like this is probably more, you take the reins, right? And, any ideas is probably more, okay, well, give me ideas and I'll tell you if they're good. We'll let her take the reins. Since I'm dealing with Victoria, it's probably easier to ask her what she has in mind first. What do you have in mind? Do you have any They interrupted each other. We both stopped short, our sentences totally mismatch. It takes me a moment to realize what she was trying to say, and really, I'm surprised. Was she actually asking me for my opinion? That's adorable, and I love her shocked expression. I haven't said that yet, but yeah. I see her grip tighten on her mug, and she turns her head away from me and looks out the window. I blink hard because there's no way the light pink dusted over her cheeks is real, but ha! As soon as I do, it's gone, and she's glowing at me again, glowering, I don't know, it's a word that's there, read it yourself, at me again. Were you seriously asking for my opinion? Yeah? That's why they were both very similar, is because we were both asking each other the same thing at the same time. I get it now. Don't tell me you were planning to peg all the work on me, Caulfield. Her eyes are narrowed, tone almost downright poisonous. I groaned softly at the accusation. That's not what I meant. This is a collaboration, in case you forgot. Maybe if you got your head out of the clouds once in a while, you'd realize that. Jesus, lady! Relax, I furrow my brow, a little irritated. Does she seriously think I was trying to push all the work on her? No, she just doesn't know how to react. She obviously is not a people... How is she the head of the Vortex Club? Like, she is clearly not a people person. I don't know, there's some kind of sexual tension here, I'm sure. I try to be considerate, and all I did was get yelled at. Exactly. What's Homer Simpson's thing? Never try. Well... I mean, we should probably figure out where we're going to shoot, right? Victoria hums in agreement at my words, seemingly placated. Placated is the word for now. That's right. Since the focus is Arcadia Bay, it wouldn't be hard to find a suitable spot. Are you saying you know a good place to shoot? She pauses and taps her finger against the table. Of course, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give you a chance to prove yourself. I'm not going to give you a chance to prove yourself. Okay, alright. I can't help but snort a little, and Victoria shuts her eyes at that, annoyed again. At least that's what it looks like, but then she continues easily. As I was saying, I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. Victoria's gaze zeroes in on me, and I instantly feel more than a little awkward underneath her judging eyes. It makes me more nervous than it should, and I swallow dryly and reach for my coffee. In all actuality, I don't really know if I'm good enough for this. The fact that Victoria is asking my opinion is more than a bit intimidating. I could think of a few, but I'm not sure they're... I wouldn't ask you your opinion if I didn't think you were somewhat competent. Okay. Victoria huffs, and I rub the back of my neck. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Is it? She's like, insult, compliment, insult, compliment. I've got something in mind too, fortunately for you. Really? Victoria purses her lips, resting her eyebrow on the elbow! Resting her elbow on the table and looking over at me again. Eyebrow. Okay. Yes, I do. Clear out those hipster ears of yours, and you won't have to ask me dumb questions like that ever again. This is so uncalled for. There's another pause, and Victoria looks out the window again, waving me off. Finish your food already, and then tell me what you want to do. It'd be a shame if I didn't give you your amateur taste a chance. I'm so surprised that she's letting me take the reins that I almost do forget I have food in front of me, and I take the opportunity to nosh on it. I also take the opportunity to think hard about my decision. There's no way I'm going to argue about this. This isn't a chance that comes often. It might be a little bad, but I kind of expect her to take complete charge. Okay. Expected. Okay. All right. So, spit it out already. Alright, so with Kate, I was thinking about this the entire time, and that's part of the reason that I feel I screw up all the time, because I'm always thinking about, like, 4 things way ahead of when I'm actually supposed to be thinking about them. So with Kate, she has, it felt clear to me that we should have picked Kate's, suggestion. I'm wondering if Max will always have the same suggestion, no matter who you pick. And I'm wondering if we actually go with it, or if they say, oh, that's a stupid idea, let's not do that. Or if, I don't know, I'm wondering how much it alters. Like, if you decide to go with Victoria's place, if Victoria's in the photo, and if you decide to go with your place, if Victoria would take the photo of you? Maybe? I don't know how it works. So, I kind of want to say your decision, because I feel like it's important to give their interests, or, I don't know, Victoria's confusing, because it's like there's no winning, right? And with Kate, and I know, and with Chloe, when you had the, it was the demo. You had the demo options. That's why I'm familiar with it, and I was familiar with it before Kate, is because of the demo options. And you had that, and I felt like that was the right decision in that case as well. With Victoria, I have no idea. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say you decide, because I am curious to see where she says, right? Right? Alright, well, we're gonna say you decide. Let's go with what you had in mind. Victoria, mid-sip, raises a brow at me. Yeah? Yeah. You said you had something in mind already, right? Victoria puts down her mug, straightens up a little in her seat. This seems like a good thing. I did. I should have known Victoria would already have something in mind. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she said that, right? She's honestly got a really amazing eye, so I can't help but feel way excited to see what she's picked. Okay? The entire car ride with Victoria was just as awkward as I thought it would be. I guess she probably has a car, right? She's the rich kid and everyone else takes the buzz? Getting in her car was already stressful enough on its own. She'd totally snap at me she'd totally snapped at me not to touch anything, and to make sure not to track dirt into her car with my lame knockoff kicks. It kind of sucks. She's already way more concerned about her car than me. Aww! Although, honestly, I'm not sure why I'm so shocked about that. Me and Victoria have never gotten along super well. Or well at all. I don't really know what her deal is, but she's never been nice to anyone in the first place. I've stopped taking it to heart. I guess it could have gone worse. If it weren't for Victoria blasting what I think should be classified as trashy party music, the whole ride there. I'm convinced she was doing it just so we wouldn't have to talk to me. She wouldn't have to talk to me. I'll get better. Relax, it's not that bad. I'm not completely butchering it. She barely even looked at me while we were driving. All she did was tap her fingers against her steering wheel in time to the beat. Eyes kind of far away. I'm pretty used to being ignored though, so I guess it's fine. As if I didn't already know I was insufferable enough. I was insufferable and okay. Alright. I guess that's the way you say that. Thanks, Victoria. The car rolled to a stop, so I blink and look up from where I'd been responding to Chloe's barrage of messages. Of course, they're all just asking me if Victoria's decided to murder me yet. No, Chloe, I'm not dead yet. When I look up, I'm a little surprised at the area we're in. Well? I jam my phone into my pocket while Victoria unbuckles her seatbelt, immediately following suit. You brought us here? Okay. So we're actually going to go ahead and end this here. With the music change, I imagine it's going to continue and we're going to go shopping and all that. Sorry about butchering butchering this episode. I will do better. You guys have seen that I'm not a complete moron and that I don't know what's wrong with me. It's hit or miss with me sometimes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think of the game so far. Go check out the other videos I've done. And I will see you soon. Yeah, I bared it down. Ooh. Brian Goodwin. Okay, well now he knows who you are.